Hello everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and we are now looking at the 60-minute chart here, and I'm not sure if we broke down from this or not and are back testing this or not. Different chartists out there have different lines drawn on here. In this case, it's the chart pattern guy's line, and he's drawn it here that it did break down and back tested here, and of course he hasn't done his video yet. This is about 8:30 right now. He doesn't do his till late at night, but I'll be interested to see what he thinks about this. But he has this, pretty much back testing it right here on the 60-minute chart. But my only concern with this is not the chart so much right now as the manipulation factor in this market. The bears had every reason to take this market down today and break out of this line. I would draw this line back here and put us in support, put us riding on support, especially if you if you drew it just straight from here to here and excluded the shadows there, or the tails. Exclude the tails. Well, maybe not. It's a hard one to say whether or not we actually broke out. It's all a matter of the way you draw these lines. But I just feel like we didn't break out for some reason. That they've been riding this trend line up. That we're still in it. Again, this is just all in how you draw this line. Cobra here, he has drawn a line on one of his that shows we showed we broke through it and we back tested it. So I don't know what to think about tomorrow. It's 50-50. You're supposedly first day of the month. We got new money coming in, so it should rally. It's a Friday. They don't usually want the people to go, the sheep, us, the retail traders, to go into the weekend with a crash on their hand, or maybe not a crash, but a nice 300 or 400 or 500 point down day on the Dow, which is basically what I'm calling a mini crash, I guess you could call it. Just to clear some things up, as you seen on the site today, if you've been on the blog, Anna mentioned she was a little worried that I was calling it a crash, and because the true definition of a crash, I guess is over 10% on a sell-off. So I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting a 50 to 100 point down move over the next few days to weeks. So that includes next week as well. I'm expecting this to sell off and possibly go down there to that 105.39 print. But so I don't want anyone to get misunderstood about that. My blog post titles are very, I guess, aggressive, or very salesmanship wise. They're not conservative, put it that way. Anna is very, very, how would you describe her? Very safe, very safe. I'm more of a risk taker, so we're good friends, and also she kind of has to reel me in every now and then. So if that's what you read on the blog, that's all that was. She's just worried that some of you might actually listen to me and follow my trades, and God forbid that you do that. Let's hope not. Let's hope y'all make your own decisions, because I've been right as many times as I've been wrong. True, I was right on this gap up and sell off, but I was wrong on this being a big down day. I was expecting a big down day today and tomorrow. I was really expecting this trend line to break. And see, when you look at it on this chart, it to me looks like, I don't know, that's off the screen, but if you used to draw a line up here, it looks to me like we're still in it. So it's all just how you draw that line, that trend line. Here you can definitely see it. You can simply call this 10-day moving average the line. So certainly it's not a straight line, and certainly it does look like we're rolling over. And I still expected a day like this, but it didn't happen today. I was really expecting more of a move down today than what happened. And you can't see this here on the chart pattern guy's chart because he's got this box here. I don't know. Let's see if we see it on Cobra's chart on the daily here. But here on Cobra's, you can kind of see the same thing. The same thing I've been talking about, up and a bunch of chop and one big stop sweep and then a sell-off the next few days. And that's what we had today. We had the big stop sweep. We pierced it and then we sold off and put in this candle. But my big concern is that we did not take out that rising trend line. I'm not sure that we did. It all depends upon how you draw it. And okay, here's a different view of it that's on it. You can see this was what I've been talking about for quite a while. The last few days is a big move up, sideways consolidation, then a overhead stop sweep, clear out the stops, then a sell-off. We got that. And what actually, it matched more up with this one right here. But same thing, this one actually did not have to pierce up. It just put in a candle like this and sold off the next day. So here we put in a candle like this. So are we going to get this the next day? I don't know. I'm concerned about it because I just feel like we did not break that line. So I just want everybody to be aware of it. I have looked around at some of my other sites and news sources that I read, and hold on a minute. Okay, gang, sorry about that. Now we're back. I've forgotten where I was. For you, it was just a second, and for me, it was a 15-minute conversation. I just get back to reiterate that I'm very disappointed that we didn't break down and break the channel. Anoopsan has posted his chart, and he's showing us still in the channel, and that's what I see as well, and it's still supporting on the 10-day moving average. So that's it's not a good case for the bears, and according to the statistics, that the first day of the quarter is usually an up day, or first day of the month. I'm sorry. Well, it's first day of the quarter too, but first day of the month. So the lack of breaking down is not good for the bears case. So even though this chart here from the chart pattern guy shows that we're below that line, there's other lines that shows that we're in. And yeah, I guess you could make this out as a down move, sideways consolidation, a bear flag, but it's also down move, then an up move, then your sideways consolidation. So it's kind of negated, and at least on this 15-minute time frame, is kind of negated. So that could be a short-term bullish, you see, because that's kind of a bull flag kind of. And the fact that it's resting on this support line here. So on that, I guess the green one is probably the 200-day moving average or something. So there's bullish cases and bearish cases here to look at. Cobra has it breaking the trend line here that he's drawn, and below this line as well. But other people can see some bullishness in it too. While yes, we are getting ready to roll over, we haven't touched yet, and I just don't know if we do not break this trend line. If it does not happen, see here's the other thing that's a little different, as opposed to back here. Back here we were rising up, and we were underneath this 50-day moving average, this 50 EMA. This green line. We pierced it and then fell back down, and then we proceeded to sell off. Here we have been rallying above these lines the entire time. So now they are providing support, even though the candle pattern looks the same as this, it's not underneath it. So that is a concern. We're not seeing anything here other than the bearishness roll down. The DI line actually lost strength as the market has been going down. So there are other charts out there. Apple still kind of sold off. It was weak. The financials were weak. but oil rallied pretty good, rallied hard, and pretty much kept this market up. So here we got this manipulation factor in here that's very, very frustrating to see, that while I believe we should have rolled over, we did not. And now we have went down and put ourselves into oversold condition here on the MACD, on the histogram bars. We're oversold, and could rally up tomorrow. We could rally up. I just want everyone to be aware of that. So so again, we did do that, popped up and reversed that I was looking for, and we did sell off. But I'm just very disappointed that we didn't get more out of this move than what we got, because the volume was heavy. So here it's down and sideways consolidation under this trend line that he's got drawn, which, you know, is a bear flag. But again, so this could get, you know, if the bear flag plays out, of course, then this will get more oversold and it'll just continue down. But if it doesn't, and it's going to roll back up, and they're going to rally this thing back up. And this time around, they'll take out this 1050 pretty easy. Or 1150, I'm sorry, 1150. They'll take it out pretty easy because they done pierced it. So that's your kind of mixture of bullish and bearishness. Now, on the flip side, the guys from In the Money Stock, are not those guys. Let's see, which guys am I talking about? Oh, the Top Step guys did say that we have, for field, get all the gap fills on the upside. So all the gap fills are done now. They're filled. So what's left? So, you know, if there's all the gaps are filled, and supposedly that was the last day for the POMO money that the Feds put in there, and the last day of the quarter for the portfolio managers to put in there. So will the money tomorrow, from the first day of the month, first day of the quarter, will that money be used enough to buy up this market, or sell it down? You know, so that is a key question there. The 5 minute here is obviously rolling over, but I don't pay too much attention to the 5 minute. That's only for entry and exit, I guess. But the 30 minute here is oversold and could hook back up at any time, and is looking like it wants to hook back up here. It's went down, 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 and certainly it can go down deeper and get more oversold. It did rally back up here, and then until the close went down, but who's to say it won't go back up again tomorrow? And the same thing with this right here on the 30 minute chart. So I am very mixed on what to expect tomorrow. Here's you know, you can draw the line right here showing that that I believe we're in it. If you draw a line, I don't know, from here to here. Well, anyway, it's hard to say whether we broke down out of this line and we back tested it or not. I don't know. I'm disappointed, so, to say the least. We have Anthony Allen calling for Wave 3 to start tomorrow, Black Friday, and I don't want to call it because every time I call it, I jinx it. So I'm not calling it. I'm just going to say I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring and leave it at that. I see bullishness and bearishness. Here's bearishness as the 15 minute came up, put in a small histogram tower, rolled over here on the stochastics. Certainly it's been going down the entire time. It can certainly go down into negative territory. So maybe in the morning it opens and sells off, and maybe it resets itself and rallies back up with the strength from the 60 minute chart and the 30 minute chart. But I just feel like if it breaks this line convincingly, it's going to have a hard fall, a 50 to 100 point fall. But that might not be until next week. So so just keep that in mind, guys. We got half of my forecast right, I guess. So hopefully you guys did make some money, and hopefully you know, you also took some money off the table for those of you who went short, because we don't know what tomorrow will bring. You know, you might leave someone as a wild card just in case this does turn out to be a big move down in the break. But right now, I just don't know. So I'll just end the video at that, and wish everybody luck, and I'll see you guys in the chat tomorrow. See ya.